WPHL TV, Channel 17, Philadelphia, your Phillies playoff station. Phillies Baseball 1980, brought to you by Girard Bank. We're changing the way people bank. By Toyota and your local Toyota dealer.
The results of the first 4 games.
Compare the taste to any beer. By Gulf, get Gulf Pride, get tough. By the Pennsylvania Lottery. By your local Ford dealer, compare the incredible values. By Bell of Pennsylvania. By Geno's, you'll go for the food. By your local Sunoco dealer, making every drop count. By Tasty Cake, all the good things wrapped up in one. By the U.S. Postal Service and Express Mail. Now to the field for exciting Phillies action.
This is KBSC-TV, Channel 52, Corona, Los Angeles.
From Dodger Stadium, On TV Sports presents exciting Major League Baseball action. Tonight, the Houston Astros meet the Los Angeles Dodgers.
NBC Sports presents Major League Baseball Game of the Week. Today from Yankee Stadium, it's the Texas Rangers versus the New York Yankees. The Game of the Week is brought to you by Low & Brow. When you want the taste of a truly great beer, there's really only one. Tonight, let it be Low & Brow. By Ford and your Ford dealer. Have you driven a Ford lately? By Gillette, makers of the Good News disposable razor with 2 blades. And by Kemper Total, repair or replacement value insurance for new car buyers. Hi, everybody. I'm Vin Scully, along with Joe Garagiola, the Game of the Week. And it's the Texas Rangers in first place and the 4th place New York Yankees, and Yankee Stadium, the scene of the old-timers game. And, Joe, I guess the biggest surprise is not so much the Yankees are in 4th place, but that Texas is first.
Participating advertisers in Cubs baseball are Budweiser, the king of beers and proud sponsor of the U.S. Olympic team. For all you do, this Bud's for you. Your neighborhood True Value hardware stores. Toyota's exciting cars and trucks for 1984. Toyota invites you to see them at your local dealer. Union 76 and your neighborhood Union 76 dealers, who invite you to go with the spirit of 76. Canon, the official 35mm camera of the 1984 Olympics. United Airlines, you're not just flying, you're flying the friendly skies. Zenith, see all the close-up action on the Smart Set by Zenith. At Zenith, the quality goes in before the name goes on. The Yellow Pages, it's the small investment that keeps your big investment paying off. and your Chicagoland McDonald's restaurant, where you can get all your favorite tastes in just one place. McDonald's. This copyrighted telecast is presented by authority of the Chicago National League Ball Club, which has the right of approval of the announcers and is intended solely for the private, non-commercial use of our audience. Any publication, reproduction, retransmission, or other use of the pictures, descriptions, and accounts of this game without the express written consent of the Chicago National League Ball Club is prohibited.
Is a presentation of ABC Sports. This year, from Sarajevo, Yugoslavia to Los Angeles, California, the ABC Olympic tradition continues. ABC Sports presents the season premiere of Monday Night Baseball. From Dodger Stadium in Los Angeles, California, the Cincinnati Reds take on the Los Angeles Dodgers. This ABC Sports exclusive is brought to you by Quaker State Motor Oil, now in easy pour and easy to reseal plastic bottles. And by TR3 Auto Polish. You want tough? TR3 is tough.
From the Astrodome in Houston, Texas, it's New York Mets baseball. Tonight, the New York Mets take on the Houston Astros. Participating advertisers are Bud Light. The best has a taste all its own, satisfying but never filling. So ask for Bud Light. Manufacturers hand over trust, where our facts make your money worth more. Datsun, Nissan builders of high-quality cars and trucks for 50 years. Available at your Datsun dealer. By Exxon and its thousands of independent dealers. By express mail service from the post office. We deliver excellently for less. And by Ivory, the soap without a lot of extra ingredients. For pure, natural kind of clean, lather up with Ivory. Well, hi, everybody. I'm Ralph Kiner, along with Tim McCarver and Steve Zabriskie.
From Yankee Stadium in the Bronx, New York, welcome to Phil Rizzuto Day. It's the New York Yankees taking on the Chicago White Sox. And a good afternoon. Welcome to the stadium. I'm Spencer Ross. Bill White will be joining us. The Scooters on the field. You recognize this gentleman.
It's Texas Rangers baseball. Brought to you by Budweiser. Beechwood Age for that distinctively clean, crisp taste that makes Budweiser the king of beers. For all you do, this Bud's for you. By Lennox and your independent Lennox dealers. For all your heating and cooling needs, see your independent Lennox dealer. They're your efficiency experts. By Texaco and its 18,000 retailers and 55,000 employees. Texaco, working to keep your trust for 84 years. By the many services of Southwestern Bell Telephone. By Nissan and your Dallas-Fort Worth Nissan dealers. By your neighborhood True Value hardware stores. And by Dr. Pepper, the soft drink that's out of the ordinary, like you.
We're live at Memorial Stadium in Baltimore as tonight we kick off our coverage of the Texas Rangers for 1986. The Rangers with a record of 5-3 atop the American League Western Division on the road to take on the Baltimore Orioles. Good evening and welcome to our broadcast position. I'm Bob Carpenter along with Steve Busby.
Dome in Seattle. The Sox 32 Sports Network presents Chicago White Sox baseball. Live from the Kingdome in Seattle, Washington, it's the Chicago White Sox and the Seattle Mariners. The starting pitchers tonight for the White Sox, Joel Davis. For the Mariners, Mike Moore. And good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Kingdome. I'm Don Drysdale along with Frank Messer. Happy that you've joined us tonight.
National Broadcasting Company, now in its 6th decade of bringing you baseball's memories. Baseball's milestones. Baseball's majesty. And baseball's magical moments. NBC Sports proudly presents the Major League Baseball Game of the Week. Today from Anaheim Stadium, it's the Kansas City Royals versus the California Angels. The Game of the Week is brought to you by your Toyota dealer and the new 4x4 gas turbo truck. Who could ask for anything more? By Miller Lite. For great taste, there is only one light beer. By IBM and its family of personal printers for the finishing touch. And by Nestle's Crunch. Chocolate is scrunches when it crunches. That's why you'll love Nestle's Crunch.
Hi, everybody. Vin Scully along with Joe Garagiola. Welcome to Anaheim Stadium as we come on the air a little on horseback.
The regularly scheduled Tuesday night lineup will not be seen tonight.
There's got to be something terrific, something really exciting.
Now stay tuned for the following ABC Sports exclusive.
ABC Sports presents the 1986 All-Star Game. From the Astrodome in Houston, Texas, for the 57th time, the American League takes on the National League. And the starting pitchers, Roger Clemens and Dwight Gooden. Clemens earlier this year set a major league mark with 20 strikeouts in one game against Seattle. He comes in with a mark of 15-2. And Dr. K of the New York Mets has won 10 to help lead his club to a commanding 13-game lead in the National League East. Houston entered the National League in 1962. The old Colt 45s played in an outdoor stadium that was hot and sultry and mosquito-laden.
You're watching Pro-Am Sports, home of the American League's Eastern Division Detroit Tigers.
Sports presents 1986 Major League Baseball coverage. Tonight, live from Tiger Stadium in Detroit, it's the Milwaukee Brewers against the Detroit Tigers. Hi, everybody. This is Larry Osterman along with Jim Northrup.
Red Sox baseball, brought to you in part by Connecticut Bank and Trust, Bank of New England, Old Colony, and Maine National Bank, the Bank of New England Corporation family of banks. By Bud Light, the light beer with a first name and taste. Everything else is just a light. And by the Massachusetts State Lottery. Have you played your number today? Good afternoon, everybody. From Fenway Park in Boston, I'm Ned Martin, along with Bob Montgomery. The number is down to 1, and who said it couldn't happen here?
Regular programming will not be seen tonight, so that we may bring you exciting California Angels baseball next.
Live from Anaheim Stadium, the California Angels take on the Texas Rangers. KTLA Channel 5 Sports presents exciting California Angels baseball. Tonight's game is brought to you in part by Toyota, who offers a full line of 1986 cars and trucks. More dependability, more quality, more satisfied owners. Who could ask for anything more? By the Goodyear Tire and Rubber Company, the #1 name in radios. Come up to Goodyear and save. By Kentucky Fried Chicken, the people who do chicken right. Come in and try a bucket of our delicious fried chicken. And by Bud Light, the light beer with a first name and taste. Everything else is just a light. And now, with all the Angels action, here's Bob Starr and Joe Torre.
It is a great night for baseball here at the Big A, and it could really be a great night about 3 hours from now.
Brought to you in part by Bud Light, the light beer with a first name and taste. Everything else is just a light. By Nissan, who invites you to test drive the Go Anywhere Pathfinder, named Best 4x4 of the Year. By the C&P Telephone Yellow Pages, we wrote the book. By Jerry Chevrolet, experience the difference in savings Jerry's volume buying power can mean to you. By Mr. Tire Computer Auto Centers, the best tires in the world, the best prices in Baltimore. Make us prove it. And by Preferred Health Network of Maryland, we leave the personal choices to you.
It is an absolutely lovely day for baseball. Welcome to Orioles baseball from Cleveland, Ohio, the first of a three-game series. The Orioles and the Indians just a few minutes away from the opening pitch. It'll be Mike Flanagan for the Orioles and Scott Bale for the Cleveland Indians. And what about Mr. Bale?
Mr. Bale's 10-10 last year, Chuck.
Participating advertisers in Cubs baseball are Bud Light. Everything else is just a light. True Value Hardware. More than just a name, it's their way of doing business. Your Chicagoland and Northern Indiana Better Buick dealer. Wouldn't you rather have a Buick? The Chicago Tribune. A great city deserves a great newspaper. Your neighborhood Unical 76 dealers, who invite you to go with the spirit of 76. Pepsi, the choice of a new generation. Donnelly Directory, publisher of the Ameritech pages, plus United Airlines. You're not just flying, you're flying the friendly skies. And Canon, the official camera of the Chicago Cubs.
With the temperature in the 90s, the Mariners meet the Detroit Tigers for the final time in 1987 here at Tiger Stadium in Detroit, and they try and get out of Dodge with at least one victory. The Tigers are red, red hot. A very...
Tonight, the Tigers and Indians meet in a twilight doubleheader, and Detroit has a chance to fatten their lead a bit in the American League East. The Tigers are red hot. They're on fire, and you get two for the price of one tonight. It's the Tigers and Indians live from Cleveland. Tigers 87.
Hello again, everyone, and welcome to Cleveland. I'm George Kell, along with Al Kaline.
More.
There he goes. They have thrown him out. Throw is over the cutoff man.
Today's game is also brought to you by Unical 76. Go with the spirit of 76. And by United Airlines, the official airline of the San Francisco Giants. And now, join Steve Physios, Ron Fairley, and Dwayne Kuiper next, right here on Channel 2.
Live from Three Rivers Stadium in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, it's Mets Baseball 88, as tonight, the Mets take on the Pittsburgh Pirates. Beechwood aged for that clean, crisp taste. This Bud's for you. By Manufacturers Hanover, the financial source worldwide. By Nissan Cars and Trucks, built for the most important race of all, the human race.
Buy the 9X Yellow Pages. If it's out there, it's in here. Buy RC Cola. Some people go out of their way for the taste of RC. And buy your Lincoln Mercury dealers.
Participating advertisers in Cubs baseball are Budweiser, the king of beers, and proud sponsor of the 1988 U.S. Olympic team. For all you do, this Bud's for you. Buick. This great American pastime is brought to you by Buick, the great American road car, and your better Buick dealers. United Airlines, the official airline of the Chicago Cubs. Come fly the friendly skies. Pepsi Cola, the choice of a new generation. Unical 76. We invite you to go with the spirit. The
following is a presentation of TBS Sports. Exclusively on Superstation TBS. Superstation TBS presents the Atlanta Braves, America's team. Atlanta Braves baseball is brought to you by Budweiser. Beechwood aged for that distinctively clean, crisp taste that makes Budweiser the king of beers. This Bud's for you. By the official airline of the Atlanta Braves, Delta. We love to fly, and it shows. And by Eckerd Drugs, America's family drugstore.
Tom Lasorda's a beauty, isn't he? Hello again, everybody. Along with Billy Sample, Skip Carey welcoming you to another night of Atlanta Braves baseball from Dodger Stadium, where the Braves are going to try to avoid getting thumped for the third straight time. They've
From Arlington Stadium, Home Sports Entertainment presents Texas Rangers Baseball. This exclusive presentation is brought to you by Budweiser, Beechwood aged for that distinctively clean, crisp taste that makes Budweiser the king of beers. For all you do, this Bud's for you. And by the Dallas-Fort Worth Chrysler Plymouth dealers, where they're driving to be the best. And by Sterling Jewelry. There's more for your world in our world. Sterling Jewelry.
Presents California Angels Baseball. Tonight, live from Anaheim Stadium, it's the Minnesota Twins and the California Angels. Good evening, everybody, and welcome once again to Anaheim Stadium. Along with Joe Torre, I'm Joel Myers, and
TV 38 Sports presents Boston Red Sox baseball. Brought to you in part by Busch Beer, the beer with a taste as smooth as its name. By Baybanks, nobody does it better. By your local Pepsi-Cola bottlers, Pepsi, a generation ahead. And by Citgo, the sign of quality.
The National Broadcasting Company, now in its 7th decade of bringing you baseball's memories. Baseball's milestones. Baseball's magical moments. And baseball's miracles. NBC Sports proudly presents the Major League Baseball Game of the Week.
Welcome to Oakland, California.
Chicago Cubs baseball on Channel 9. The Cubs are brought to you by
This is the final game of the regular season. The White Sox and the Red Sox at Fenway Park. And we still don't know who the division champion is in the American League Eastern Division.
Nolan Ryan's on the mound for Texas, and he rewrites the record book every game he plays. CTV Sports presents Labatt's Blue Jays Baseball. From Arlington Stadium in Texas, it's Game 2 of this miniseries.
Baseball. Live from Shea Stadium in New York, Game 1 of a brief 2-game series between the Dodgers and the New York Mets. Dodger Baseball is brought to you by Budweiser, the king.
Labatt's Blue Jays Baseball on TSN. Brought to you by Labatt's Blue,
Now you're laughing. And by Esso Associates and Imperial Oil. You're on your way with Esso. And by your local bottler of Coca-Cola Classic. You can't beat the real thing.
It's an historic night at Skydome as the Toronto Blue Jays try and clinch the East in front of their 4 millionth fan. As the players get set inside, it's a festive move outside of Skydome. Hello, I'm Jim Houston with Buck Martinez. We're pleased to be a part of this night of the 4 millionth fan.
Rookie manager Buck Showalter. Today's challenge is perhaps emblematic of the greater overriding problem, restoring Yankee pride to the level of Yankee tradition. The 1992 Yankee season begins next on MSG Network.
There's a drive deep to Ryan. He saved the shutout. It is sliding. There's a drive. Deep to left. Drive deep to right. Way back.
From Yankee Stadium, the New York Yankees meet the Boston Red Sox. Pitching for the Boston Red Sox, Roger Clemens, and drawing the opening day assignment for the Yankees, Scott Sanderson. Hi again, everyone, and welcome to an afternoon of Yankee baseball.
The Bengals are on the prowl. Tonight, the game is on tap.
It was all uphill for the Tribe yesterday. Glenn Allen clubbed 2 homers as the Indians took the series with a 4-2 win in 11 innings. Tonight, the surprising Orioles of Baltimore invade the Motor City with the major's second-best record. Up next, Detroit faces Baltimore live on Pass. Live from the corner of Michigan and Trumbull, Pass Sports presents Major League Baseball. Tonight, the Detroit Tigers host the high-flying Birds of Baltimore in the opening game.
5 en 9 avec un circuit en carrière face à Anthony Young. Avant les frappeurs, c'est les balles direction du champ à gauche. À la piste de l'avertissement, circuit, Larry Walker!
Loin dans la gauche! Les Expos à 3! Match des Pirates! Larry Walker!
Le baseball, la batte bleue des Expos. Une présentation de Ford du Canada. Ford, des idées qui font du chemin. Et de la batte bleue, une bière bonne à coup sûr.
Sports presents California Angels Baseball, live from Anaheim Stadium. The California Angels host the Los Angeles Dodgers. Tonight's game is brought to you by Bud Dry. For a beer that's refreshingly different, try Bud Dry. By your Southern California Lexus dealers, who invite you to test drive a Lexus today. By DHL Worldwide Express, delivering packages and documents faster to more of the world. And by Coca-Cola Classic, always a home run, always Coca-Cola. Hi, everybody, and welcome to the Big A. It is a great night for baseball.
A bit of utopia now abroad in Patterson. Bring on the Bucks. The Phils and Pirates are next.
It's time for Dodger Baseball. KTLA Sports presents Los Angeles Dodger Baseball. Live from Mile High Stadium in Denver, Colorado, the Dodgers take on the Colorado Rockies. Dodger Baseball is brought to you by Bud Dry.
Back goes Nixon to the wall. He caught it! Unbelievable!
Kiss this one goodbye. It's a slam. And down the stretch he comes. Here's the Braves win! Braves win! Braves win! Braves win! Braves win!
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Atlanta Fulton County Stadium for Game 2 in the series between the Philadelphia Phillies and the Atlanta Braves. I'm Pete Van Wert along with Joe Simpson. Another beautiful night for baseball.
Real stories of the Highway Patrol may be seen later this evening. Stay tuned now for the Phillies versus the Pittsburgh Pirates.
Good evening, everyone, from Three Rivers Stadium in Pittsburgh. Welcome to Phillies baseball. Tonight, the Phils and the Pittsburgh Pirates. Mike Williams goes for the Phillies. Rookie John Hope for Pittsburgh. Harry Callis with Rich Ashburn and Chris Wheeler. It's another cold night here in Pittsburgh, but the Phillies hope it won't be cold very long because the Phils going into this game, Whitey, can clinch it tonight. National.
The following is a presentation of WGN Sports.
This is the first game of the 1938 World Series.
Chicago Cubs baseball on WGN. The Cubs are brought to you by Budweiser, Beechwood aged for a crisp, clean, classic taste. Buick and your better Buick dealers, the new symbol for quality in America. Builders Square, for all of your home improvement needs, we'll get you squared away. Buy Pepsi, be young, have fun, drink Pepsi. Aflac, insuring over 38 million people worldwide. Your local 76 dealers who invite you to go with the spirit of 76. And by Southwest Airlines. Fly Southwest Airlines. It's just plain smart.
The following is a presentation of Prime Sports.
Live from Anaheim Stadium, Prime Sports presents California Angels baseball. Tonight, the Angels take on Joe Carter and the Toronto Blue Jays.
It began as a one-shot deal in 1933 in Chicago, and here it is, 1995, the 66th Major League Baseball All-Star Game. And for the first time ever, it comes to North Texas, home of the Texas Rangers since 1972, and to the ballpark in Arlington, a beautiful new facility in its second year. Capacity crowd of close to 50,000 to look on. The ballpark in Arlington hosting the All-Star Game. I'm Al Michaels. Where the weather's concerned, it has been a wet week on the East Coast, but today the fans are coming out enjoying the sunshine.
And we're in New York, where the New York Mets are trying to make it 2 in a row over the Atlanta Braves as the Mets host the Braves Saturday baseball on Fox. You're home for the 1996 World Series. The standings in the NL East, and it's a race again. The Braves have lost 7 games since the 30th of August and lead the Expos by 5.5, and they're going to be playing the Expos 8 games, 5 coming up in Atlanta. Hi, everybody. John Rooney along with Jeff Torborg.
There were not too many bumps in the road west last night as the Royals found the confines of Anaheim Stadium very friendly. Tonight, the Royals taking on the Angels as they try to make it 2 in a row. Hi, everyone. Along with Paul Sputter, Steve Busby, glad to have you along.
Live from the Big A in Anaheim, California, it's time to play baseball.
It's baseball time in Texas. A huge crowd at the ballpark at Arlington, and tonight just may be the night. It's game against the California Angels. That means everything to the Rangers, maybe to the dance for the very first time. Good evening, Mark Holtz, along with Tom Grieve.
Live from Tiger Stadium in downtown Detroit, it's Tiger Game Night on Pass. This afternoon, the Bengals play the final game of the 97 baseball season. They host Cecil Fielder and the New York Yankees. Hi again, good lookers. Jim Price is here. My name's Ernie Harwell. It's the final game of the year.
Baseball on TSN. Tonight, the Dodgers and the Expos, live from Olympic Stadium. Expos Baseball. We are live and interactive. Hi, everybody. I'm Dave Van Horn, along with Gary Carter, and joining us from Toronto at Baseball Control a little bit later, Vic Router.